A grand walk, following Rory McIlroy's historic Masters victory at Augusta National Golf. Just days before the 2025 Masters, I called Jim Nantz. It was partly journalistic curiosity. This was his 40th Masters after all, but also personal. I needed advice. This Masters was my first time on the hallowed grounds of Augusta National. The excitement, the nervous energy, the realization of a childhood dream, it all hit me. Who better to guide me than the voice of the Masters himself? Nantz shared a few practical tips, then drifted into memory, back to 1986. Jack Nicklaus, the Golden Bear, making his legendary charge to a 6th green jacket. Nantz was in the 16th tower when he uttered the now immortal line, "The bear has come out of hibernation." "I can feel that initial voyage so clearly," he said. "It's so vivid in my mind. Could I get that lucky? Could something as iconic happen during my first Masters?" That seemed like a pipe dream, until Rory McIlroy made the turn on Sunday, walking into history. McIlroy, with a 4-shot lead on the back nine at Augusta, wasn't just chasing a green jacket, he was chasing history. A win would seal the elusive career Grand Slam and mark his redemption from that gut-wrenching collapse in 2011. I left the press building and stepped onto the course, determined to witness it firsthand. What unfolded over the next 90 minutes was one of the most emotionally charged walks of my life, and his. The shot on 10, a turning point at the 10th fairway. McIlroy stood over an 8-iron. The swing looked off. His right hand flew off the club. In disgust, but fate intervened. The ball never left its line, landing just short and spinning up to 15 feet. He made birdie. Bryson DeChambeau, still within striking distance, missed his own look. The lead was 5. "It's over," I muttered. To a colleague, that was the first of many times I was wrong. The luck of the Irish to ya. As McIlroy made his way to the 11th tee, an elderly man along the rope line tipped his yellow Masters cap and said, "The luck of the Irish to ya," in a thick Irish accent. It was such a simple phrase, but something about it caught in my throat. Everyone here, it seemed, had a connection to Rory, including me. Back to 2011, through a child's eyes. I was 11 when McIlroy collapsed in 2011. I cried that Sunday. I also cried a month later when he bounced back to win the US Open at Congressional. As I grew older and began covering sports professionally, the fandom faded. Objectivity is part of the job, but watching him birdie 10, the very hole where it all unraveled 14 years ago, I felt that kid resurface. Standing beside the older Irish gentleman, I looked at McIlroy, then back at the man, already shuffling down the hill with surprising speed. It hit me. We were all chasing something through Rory. Dreams, redemption, belonging. Amen corner survived by the 13th. The energy had shifted. McIlroy navigated the treacherous waters of Amen corner, making bogey at 11 but watching DeChambeau double it. The main threat was gone. At 12, Rory kept it dry. A quiet victory at a hole that has crushed hopes for decades. Reed's collapse, Rory's composure. I raced to the 14th to get a clear view of the 13th green. Patrick Reed was lining up a short par putt that could have cut the lead. He missed, badly, a 3-putt from 3 feet. That was that. "I've been there," said a nearby patron, "but not here. What a mistake." Minutes later, Rory appeared, laying 3 on the left side of the fairway. He had played the hole conservatively, choosing strategy over spectacle. He was playing to win, not to impress. And it worked. The Grand Slam. Achieved. There's something unforgettable about watching someone achieve the thing they've spent their whole life chasing. McIlroy's win wasn't just a victory. It was a release. For him. For the fans. For everyone who's followed this journey since 2011. As he donned the green jacket, the applause echoed across Augusta. It wasn't just history being made. It was closure, redemption, and the sweetest kind of triumph. Rory McIlroy, 2025 Masters champion, career Grand Slam complete, and for me, a first Masters walk I'll never forget.